Hey everybody! Today, very special tutorial. It's a tutorial video, yeah. It's how to make your own sprite. Now, people, if you already know how to do it, that's fine. Because people on the Discord actually know how to do it, and there's some good sprites out there. As you can see, we have a channel specifically made for sprite submissions. And yeah, there's some things you should have there. But yeah, if you are on the Discord and you submit the sprite, and when I review it, at the end of every month I'll review the sprites. The winner gets the role. You can read all the info there. I might even have a Google form if I end up liking two and I need a tiebreaker. But yeah, just submit sprites here and I'll review them at the end of the month. Or sometime during the month. Probably near the end. So you got plenty of time to submit your sprites. But before you can submit a sprite, you gotta make one. But how do you make one? Well, you have to have some sort of Sprite Editor thing. It can be online too, like Piskel or something like that. But you can use any Sprite Editor, but this is the one I use because it's easy. We're just gonna... So, the size you're gonna want is a 24 by 24. You're gonna want a transparent background. Not sure why it's in grayscale. But yeah. Now, so you know how the animation wobbles, right? Well, each wobble animation frame is 3 frames long. So if I were to create, like, I don't know, this poorly drawn Z, I would have to do 2 more frames of that in a certain wobble. So you can make slight modifications to it. You just gotta make modifications for it to wobble. Try and make it look like a wobble would look like in Baba. That's what you do this on. Not the best wobble, but you get the idea, right? So we're gonna go ahead and do it. We're gonna give full color, although you'll want to do it in white if you want your sprite to be able to change color from the palettes. For like multicolored sprites like the Steve sprite I made, you can just color and color. Just make sure you stay on the default color, which is white. But yeah, you can make anything here. Now, one very, very important thing to remember is you have to name the files exactly the same way they are in the game. Because if you name say you're trying to make a character sprite, and you don't name it correctly, like, I'll try and get an example here in a moment. If we go here, you see that we need to, if you look at Baba's here, you need to see that it doesn't go all the way in order. You have to skip some parts because it is specifically having certain things, like the arrow sprites all have multiples of 8 here. I guess that's what directional sprites need. Non-character type sprites like algae have no animation. Well, they do, but they just wobble. They don't like have a certain move animation. For each character, there should be 4 different frames for moving. 4 different type of walking animations with 3 wobble frames. So that's a total of 12, plus the sleeping variant, which is 7. You'll get more into it once you look through the files yourself, and you need to match up the numbers with each other. Because if you don't, it's not gonna work. But yeah, enough about talking about this, how the sprite should be named. Let's actually just make a text sprite. It's not for the tutorial purpose. We're not gonna make it super pretty, but you can make whatever you want. But remember, 24 by 24, and do it in the color of white if you want it to match up with palettes and stuff. But yeah, let's just do like something that doesn't have animation, like text or flag, like that doesn't have character animation. Now in this case, you just name it name _0 _1 _2. You know, I'm probably not making any sense, but you can do it. I'm gonna make my sprite, and I'll follow up with you later. Are we back? We're back. Now, I made this weird thing, but you can see it has wobble. Now, remember, create with wobble in mind, so you don't get the dancing tetramino like I had. And as you're, what's going on? Give me the pencil, please. You see here that it does wobble. Now, it's not necessarily character, so I'm gonna go ahead and save as. Now you want to save as like a PNG. If you can get into a PNG file, that'd be amazing. That is not where I need to be. How do I get? I need to get straight to the. One moment. Hey, not sure why that took me so long. But yeah. Let's go to worlds, I guess. Find your world that you want to put said sprite in, because I don't think you can get this in a specific level unless you have some sort of way of doing that. Don't know how to do that yet. But let's just choose this world. Open the sprites folder. Name it what you want to name it. You'll have to name it like this. Because it has no animation, you use the 0. We're gonna just call it blob _0 _. Now, depending on how your thing saves it, whether it saves it, if you have to do this separately, just type in _1 _2 and that stuff. But because this does it on its own, it does that. Now, if you go into that world, which I think is this one, and we you can see this is where I put the stuff. We're gonna use this one. There's a dancing tetramino. If we get like a banana, I think I chose the right world. Yep, there's the blob, and because it has no animations, it's working properly. It's like a circle, but less circly. But yeah, there it is. Same rule applies to making text. It shouldn't have any animation. It should just have the 0 _ names. But yeah, hopefully this has taught you something about making sprites. Again, you'll have to line up the file names correctly if you want to make your character sprite correct, or directional character sprite. Because you see these, if I chose like directions, it does that for some reason. Animated? Nope. Tiled? Nope. Character? Nope. Animated directions. What's the difference between these two? But yeah, so it has to fit the animation style. And yeah, that's it. That's how you make a sprite. Just get out there, experiment. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, try and troubleshoot it. But that's all from me. Remember, submit your sprite in the Discord. You might be the winner, after all.